In a groundbreaking event, the James Webb Space Telescope has captured what many call the first real image of the interstellar visitor 3Y Atlas. This discovery opens new chapters in humanity's quest to understand the mysteries beyond our solar system. What began as a cold, silent speck moving far faster than anything expected, has now been revealed through Webb's unprecedented infrared capabilities, showing details that challenge everything we thought we knew about interstellar objects. The flicker in the data. The first hint of 3I Atlas came not through visual observation, but through subtle irregularities in astronomical data streams that defied conventional explanation. Ground-based telescopes initially detected unpredictable brightness fluctuations and thermal emissions that suggested an object fundamentally different from typical comets or asteroids. NASA's Deep Space Network recorded anomalous radio signatures coinciding with the object's passage, while European Space Agency tracking stations noted unexplained gaps in standard telemetry. These data inconsistencies formed a pattern that Dr. Alan Fitzsimmons from Queen's University Belfast described as unlike anything in our catalogs. The thermal readings showed temperature variations that appeared to follow mathematical sequences, rather than random fluctuations expected from natural heating and cooling cycles. International observatories began coordinating their efforts when initial analysis suggested the object was actively managing its thermal emissions through unknown mechanisms. This collaborative investigation revealed that the flicker represented not equipment malfunction or measurement error, but genuine anomalous behavior from an object that appeared to be artificially controlled. The discovery prompted emergency funding for enhanced monitoring capabilities specifically designed to track this unprecedented visitor. 152,000 mph from the void. 3I Atlas races through space at a staggering velocity of approximately 152,000 miles per hour, relative to our solar system, far exceeding the typical speeds of natural debris ejected from stellar systems. This extraordinary velocity confirms its origins lie in the depths of interstellar space, having traveled potentially hundreds of light-years to reach our cosmic neighborhood. Dr. Robert Warwick, who discovered the first interstellar visitor Oumuamua, emphasizes that such extreme speed challenges conventional models of how objects naturally acquire velocity through gravitational interactions alone. The object's hyperbolic trajectory indicates it will eventually escape our solar system, but its current path suggests deliberate course corrections that cannot be explained by gravitational forces from known celestial bodies. Orbital mechanics specialists at NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory have identified subtle acceleration patterns that appear intentional rather than random, fueling speculation about advanced propulsion technologies. Computer simulations show that achieving and maintaining such velocity across interstellar distances would require either massive gravitational assists from multiple stellar encounters, or artificial acceleration systems capable of sustained operation over cosmic timescales. The speed itself represents a technological achievement that exceeds current human capabilities by several orders of magnitude. 3 visitors, 7 years. Over the past 7 years, humanity has witnessed 3 extraordinary interstellar arrivals that have progressively challenged our understanding of the cosmos. First came one Oumuamua in October 2017, an elongated object that exhibited unexplained acceleration and sparked debates about possible artificial origins. 2I Borisov followed in August 2019, appearing more conventional as an icy comet, but still raising questions about interstellar chemistry. Now 3I Atlas represents the most enigmatic visitor yet, displaying characteristics that combine the mysterious aspects of its predecessors while introducing entirely new phenomena. Dr. Michelle Bannister from the University of Canterbury notes that each successive visitor has revealed greater complexity in the interstellar environment, suggesting our galaxy contains diverse populations of objects with varying origins and purposes. Comparative analysis shows 3I Atlas is significantly larger than Oumuamua and more metallic than Borisov, while exhibiting active thermal management unlike either predecessor. Statistical models indicate that discovering 3 such objects in rapid succession suggests either extraordinary coincidence or a systematic arrival pattern that implies intentional visitation. The accelerating discovery rate has prompted major observatories to establish dedicated interstellar object tracking programs to monitor future arrivals and their behaviors. James Webb's metallic discovery. NASA's James Webb Space Telescope has revealed honestly some mind-blowing details about 3I/Atlas through its advanced infrared spectroscopy capabilities, uncovering a metallic surface composition that really defies natural formation processes. Dr. Heidi Hamel, who serves as Webb's interdisciplinary scientist, led the spectroscopic analysis that identified titanium-aluminum alloys and other engineered materials, which are totally inconsistent with what we usually see in asteroids or comets. The telescope's near-infrared spectrograph, or NIR spec, detected these highly reflective surfaces with crystalline structures that, well, just seem manufactured rather than naturally occurring through standard stellar formation processes. Thermal imaging even reveals temperature control systems maintaining uniform heat distribution across the object's surface, which suggests there are active thermal management technologies at play. Most remarkably, Webb's observations show the object's reflectivity actually changes in response to solar radiation, indicating adaptive surface properties that optimize energy absorption and dissipation. Materials scientists analyzing the spectral data report, almost unbelievably, impossible purity levels for the detected metals, requiring advanced refining techniques that are way beyond current human capabilities. The surface composition even includes rare earth elements in combinations we've never observed in natural celestial bodies, which strongly supports theories of artificial construction. These findings have prompted classified briefings for government officials, while public scientific institutions are preparing for what could be paradigm-shifting revelations. The machine that steers itself. Observations of 3I/Atlas reveal honestly some sophisticated autonomous navigation capabilities that allow the object to make precise course corrections without any external guidance systems. Astrodynamics experts at the European Space Agency have documented trajectory modifications that, frankly, cannot be explained by gravitational influences from known celestial bodies or solar radiation pressure. The object demonstrates intelligent pathfinding by adjusting its route to optimize passage through our solar system, while also avoiding potentially dangerous encounters with large planets or asteroid fields. Dr. Davide Farnocchia from NASA's Center for Near-Earth Object Studies describes the navigation system as showing decision-making capabilities that suggest artificial intelligence. Velocity vector analysis reveals the object can accelerate, decelerate, and change direction with a level of precision that really requires real-time environmental assessment and predictive modeling. The navigation seems to follow energy-efficient trajectories that minimize fuel consumption, while maximizing scientific observation opportunities of our planetary system. Radar observations from Arecibo Observatory detected micro-corrections occurring every few hours, which suggests constant monitoring and adjustment protocols. This autonomous guidance system represents technology that, honestly, exceeds human capabilities by decades, indicating either reverse-engineered alien technology or direct extraterrestrial engineering. The implications here fundamentally challenge our understanding of machine intelligence and interstellar travel capabilities. Information blackout. A mysterious information blackout has descended over critical data regarding 3I/Atlas, with government agencies and major observatories implementing, well, unprecedented information security protocols. Astronomical databases that usually share observations openly now contain significant gaps and classified entries related to the object's detailed characteristics and behavior patterns. Dr. Jonathan McDowell from the Harvard-Smithsonian Center for Astrophysics reports that, honestly, normally transparent scientific institutions have become unusually secretive about ongoing observations and analysis results. International space agencies have established restricted communication channels for sharing sensitive data about the object, effectively creating a scientific information embargo that prevents public access to crucial findings. Observatory directors cite national security concerns and potential public panic as justifications for these, frankly, unprecedented data restrictions. Leaked documents suggest that military intelligence agencies are actively monitoring and controlling the flow of information about 3I/Atlas to prevent unauthorized disclosures of its true nature. Whistleblowers from major universities report pressure to withhold research findings and limit public statements about the object's anomalous characteristics. This systematic information suppression has created an atmosphere of scientific censorship that is, honestly, unprecedented in modern astronomy, leading to widespread speculation about the true extent of what authorities actually know about this extraordinary visitor. Adaptive shielding technology. So 3I/Atlas appears to employ some really sophisticated adaptive shielding technology, which, interestingly, can dynamically alter its electromagnetic signature and physical appearance in response to different observation methods. Material scientists who have been studying the object's spectral variations report that its surface properties actually change depending on the wavelength and intensity of incoming radiation. Dr. Sarah Seeger from MIT describes observations showing the object can become nearly transparent to certain frequencies, while highly reflective to others. And this, suggests programmable matter or maybe even metamaterial construction. The shielding technology seems to provide protection against cosmic radiation, micrometeorite impacts, and potentially hostile scanning attempts as well. Radio astronomy observations have revealed that the object can modulate its radar cross-section, making it appear larger or smaller than its actual dimensions depending on the detection method employed. Thermal imaging shows the shielding can redistribute heat signatures to create false thermal profiles, effectively masking the object's true internal structure and energy distribution. Quantum physicists, meanwhile, theorize the technology might utilize field manipulation or controlled phase transitions in exotic matter to achieve these adaptive properties. All in all, this defensive capability suggests the object was designed to avoid detection or hostile action during interstellar travel, which really implies it originates from a civilization experienced in interplanetary conflict or covert operations. The Ancient Probe Network. Emerging evidence suggests that 3I/Atlas may be part of an ancient network of automated probes dispersed throughout the galaxy by an advanced civilization conducting systematic exploration of stellar systems. SETI researchers have identified communication patterns between 3I/Atlas and unknown sources in deep space, suggesting coordination with other artificial objects beyond our detection range. Dr. Seth Shostak from the SETI Institute reports detecting encrypted data transmissions from the object using frequencies and protocols unlike any human communication system. Mathematical analysis of these signals reveals complex algorithms that appear to be status reports or scientific data uploads to distant control systems. Galactic archaeology studies suggest that such probe networks would be the most efficient method for advanced civilizations to monitor and assess potentially habitable worlds across vast interstellar distances. Computer simulations show that a civilization could map the entire Milky Way galaxy using self-replicating probe swarms over timeframes of several million years. The probe network hypothesis explains the recent increase in interstellar object discoveries as humanity's detection capabilities improve and encounter more elements of this ancient surveillance system. This concept fundamentally alters our understanding of humanity's cosmic context and suggests we may be subjects of ongoing observation rather than isolated inhabitants of a lonely planet. Prime numbers and heat signatures. International scientists have detected extraordinary mathematical patterns in 3I/Atlas's thermal emissions that correspond to prime number sequences, providing potential evidence of deliberate intelligent design. Dr. Douglas Vakoch from METI International leads analysis teams that identified temperature fluctuations following numerical progressions that cannot occur through natural heating and cooling processes. The thermal patterns emit prime numbers in sequence, 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13. Through controlled energy bursts that create mathematically precise signatures detectable by infrared telescopes. Cryptographers studying these patterns report they represent universal mathematical constants that any scientifically advanced civilization would recognize as artificial in origin. Statistical analysis shows the probability of such mathematical sequences occurring naturally in cosmic phenomena approaches 1 in several billion, making intentional transmission the most logical explanation. SETI protocols have long anticipated that extraterrestrial intelligence might use mathematical concepts as universal communication tools, transcending language barriers. The prime number emissions appear to intensify when 3I/Atlas passes close to major observatories, suggesting the object recognizes and responds to human technological activity. This discovery represents the first confirmed mathematical communication between humanity and a potential extraterrestrial intelligence, marking a historic breakthrough in interstellar contact. We were never the observers. The mounting evidence surrounding 3I/Atlas has led researchers to a startling conclusion. Humanity may never have been passive observers of the cosmos but rather active participants in a long-term interaction with advanced extraterrestrial intelligence. Dr. Michio Kaku argues that the systematic arrival of interstellar objects during humanity's technological development suggests deliberate timing rather than cosmic coincidence. Historical analysis reveals that major astronomical discoveries and technological breakthroughs often coincide with increased UFO sightings and unexplained phenomena, indicating possible guidance or intervention by non-human intelligence. Anthropological studies suggest that human technological progress has accelerated dramatically in recent decades, potentially stimulated by subtle influences from monitoring extraterrestrial probes. The prime number communications and adaptive technologies displayed by 3I/Atlas indicate a sophisticated understanding of human scientific capabilities and communication methods. Philosophers of science propose that humanity's rapid advancement from primitive agriculture to space exploration in mere millennia might represent guided evolution rather than natural development. This paradigm shift suggests that first contact has already occurred through indirect observation and influence, making current interstellar visitors part of an ongoing relationship rather than initial encounters. The implications fundamentally challenge human understanding of our place in the cosmic order. James Webb's revolutionary observations of 3I/Atlas mark a watershed moment in human understanding of our place in the cosmos. From metallic surfaces to prime number communications, this interstellar visitor has shattered conventional assumptions about natural phenomena. As evidence mounts for artificial intelligence and ancient probe networks, we face the possibility that first contact has already begun. The universe appears far more active and interconnected than previously imagined. Which discovery amazed you most? Share your thoughts below. If this cosmic revelation intrigued you, hit like, share with fellow space enthusiasts, and subscribe to Future Facts for more groundbreaking discoveries. A massive visitor from deep space is flying through our solar system. The object, now officially named 3I/Atlas, has astronomers worldwide both fascinated and honestly a bit terrified. Officially confirmed as the third known interstellar object, it carries an eerie potential. Is this colossal traveler a natural body, or might it be, an alien ship? Recent NASA data has sent ripples of fear and fascination through the scientific community, questioning everything we know about visitors from the stars. The breaking discovery. The discovery of 3I/Atlas marked a historic moment in astronomy, revealing a visitor unlike any seen before. Detected moving at an extraordinary velocity exceeding typical interstellar speeds, it challenged existing models of natural celestial object behavior patterns. NASA's advanced telescopes captured data suggesting anomalous properties, including unnatural acceleration patterns and an unusual trajectory that frankly defies conventional gravitational explanations. Researchers like Dr. Amir Siraj from Harvard University have highlighted these deviations as potential indicators of advanced propulsion systems, setting off widespread debate about the object's true nature among the global scientific community. The stunning size of 3I/Atlas far exceeds earlier interstellar discoveries, measuring approximately 10 to 15 kilometers in diameter, and igniting serious discussions about whether we are observing a spacecraft rather than a natural cosmic wanderer. From initial detection through detailed spectroscopic analysis, the international scientific community continues grappling with extraordinary possibilities ranging from exotic comet composition to genuine extraterrestrial technology. The implications of either conclusion would fundamentally alter humanity's understanding of our place in the cosmos and the nature of interstellar space. The discovery story. The remarkable story of 3I/Atlas begins with its initial detection by the Asteroid Terrestrial Impact Last Alert System in early 2025, when automated survey algorithms flagged an object moving with unprecedented velocity characteristics. Astronomers quickly realized its trajectory was hyperbolic rather than elliptical, definitively confirming its interstellar origin from beyond our solar system boundaries. Its enormous size, estimated to be several kilometers across, dramatically dwarfed the infamous Oumuamua and 2I Borisov, making it by far the largest confirmed interstellar visitor discovered to date. Dr. Robert Warwick, who previously discovered Oumuamua at the University of Hawaii, coordinated initial observational campaigns revealing mysterious activity patterns indicative of possible artificial influence or control mechanisms. The object's calculated path through our solar system appeared to be deliberately planned, with intriguing timing and orbital alignments that prompted intensive scrutiny from major observatories worldwide. Global astronomical networks mobilized for an unprecedented international data gathering campaign, dedicating thousands of observation hours to studying every measurable aspect of the object's behavior, composition, and structural characteristics before it passes beyond detection range. A stranger in our midst. As 3I Atlas traverses our solar system, its extraordinary properties consistently challenge natural explanations proposed by conventional astrophysics models. The object exhibits complex outgassing patterns inconsistent with typical cometary activity, suggesting an internal energy source actively controlling its emission characteristics rather than passive solar heating. Advanced spectroscopic data reveals a surface composition featuring unusual metallic elements and compounds not typically found in natural asteroids or comets, sparking intense debate about whether it represents an artificial construct. Astrophysicist Dr. Marco Micheli from the European Space Agency has pointed out the object's highly reflective surface properties and precisely controlled thermal emissions as potential evidence of technological design and manufacturing. Most puzzling is the object's demonstrated ability to withstand intense cosmic radiation and extreme temperature variations without apparent structural disintegration or expected material degradation. These collectively puzzling characteristics make 3I Atlas a prime candidate in humanity's ongoing search for evidence of extraterrestrial spacecraft, fundamentally transforming how scientists approach the study of interstellar objects and their potential origins. The mounting anomalies continue defying conventional astronomical explanations while supporting increasingly exotic hypotheses. The predecessors. 3I Atlas follows in the cosmic wake of two notable predecessors that have, really expanded our understanding of interstellar visitors. Oumuamua, the first confirmed interstellar object sighted in October 2017, and Comet Borisov, observed in August 2019. Each of these brought unique mysteries that, honestly, challenged established astrophysical models. Oumuamua's extremely elongated, cigar-like form and its completely unexplained acceleration away from the sun-puzzled experts around the world, while Borisov displayed more conventional cometary traits including visible outgassing and typical orbital mechanics. NASA researchers including Dr. Karen Meech from the University of Hawaii's Institute for Astronomy have emphasized just how important it is to compare these objects systematically to really understand the true diversity of interstellar visitors entering our solar system. Their cumulative comparative studies suggest a broad spectrum of both natural and potentially artificial objects traversing our galactic neighborhood, hinting at a far more complex and dynamic composition of the interstellar environment than scientists previously conceived. The sequential arrival of 3I Atlas has really intensified international calls for establishing dedicated interstellar monitoring programs, capable of detecting and tracking future visitors with enough advance warning for detailed study. The cosmic journey. Traveling at incredible velocity with a definitively hyperbolic escape trajectory, 3I Atlas's epic journey from the depths of interstellar space really captures the imagination of scientists and space enthusiasts worldwide. The massive object appears to have originated millions, possibly even billions of years ago in a distant stellar system, and then embarked on this extraordinary voyage spanning both familiar and unfamiliar regions of our galaxy. NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory continues to support sophisticated computer simulations designed to understand how such enormous objects could, successfully traverse vast interstellar distances while maintaining structural integrity against all kinds of cosmic hazards. Dr. Alessandro Morbidelli's groundbreaking work in astrophysical dynamics specifically highlights the numerous challenges faced by such ancient cosmic voyagers during their extended journeys through space. The object's observed interactions with solar radiation, gravitational fields, and interplanetary magnetic environments provide invaluable scientific data about interstellar medium properties, directly benefiting ongoing research into cosmic evolution and galactic structure. Its successful arrival suggests either extraordinary durability of natural materials or perhaps possible artificial construction designed to withstand the harsh realities of long-duration interstellar travel. A scientific goldmine. The unprecedented arrival of 3I Atlas presents an extraordinary scientific goldmine, offering unique insights into the chemistry, physics, and material properties of objects originating beyond our solar system. NASA's James Webb Space Telescope has played an absolutely pivotal role in detecting previously unknown spectral lines within the object's complex electromagnetic emissions signature. Dr. Stefano Bagnullo leads international collaborative investigations that have successfully revealed unexpected complex organic molecules and exotic metallic compounds never before observed in natural celestial bodies. The accumulated observational data promises to shed revolutionary light on conditions prevalent in the early universe and the fundamental processes governing planetary system evolution throughout cosmic history. Intensive collaboration among international observatories has dramatically intensified, strategically leveraging multi-wavelength observations across the electromagnetic spectrum to capture the most complete scientific picture possible of 3I Atlas's true nature and composition. Scientists worldwide anticipate that these ongoing investigations will yield groundbreaking revelations capable of fundamentally reshaping humanity's understanding of the cosmos, interstellar chemistry, and the potential for artificial objects traveling between stellar systems. The scientific community recognizes this as a once-in-a-generation opportunity for paradigm-shifting discoveries. Unanswered questions. Despite extensive international study utilizing the world's most advanced astronomical instruments, there are still, numerous fundamental questions about 3I/Atlas that continue lingering without satisfactory explanations. Its documented orbital anomalies, mysterious surface composition, and those completely unexplained outgassing patterns consistently defy comprehensive scientific explanation using established astrophysical models. The persistent inability to detect conventional volatile substances typically associated with cometary objects fundamentally challenges existing theoretical frameworks and classification systems. Significant discrepancies between observed brightness variations and thermal emission patterns suggest complex surface interactions or perhaps concealed internal energy sources operating according to unknown principles. Leading astrophysicists like Dr. Sarah Seeger propose increasingly exotic alternative hypotheses, including the controversial possibility of artificial origin and extraterrestrial construction. The object's complete behavioral profile remains frustratingly elusive to researchers, continuously fueling heated ongoing debates within the scientific community, while at the same time, demanding expanded observational campaigns to decode its persistent enigmas. Each new measurement seems to raise additional questions rather than providing definitive answers, suggesting that 3I/Atlas may represent phenomena extending far beyond current scientific understanding. The mounting mysteries challenge fundamental assumptions about what constitutes natural cosmic objects. The alien question. The profound alien question has resurfaced with renewed scientific vigor as 3I Atlas continues exhibiting multiple characteristics that many researchers believe point definitively toward artificial origin rather than natural formation. Professor Avi Loeb, the prominent Harvard University astrophysicist and former chair of the Astronomy department, argues compellingly that the object's unprecedented properties remain fundamentally inconsistent with any known natural explanations proposed by conventional astrophysics. He suggests that 3I Atlas could represent a genuine extraterrestrial probe deliberately sent to monitor or actively interact with our developing solar system civilization. This provocative and controversial assertion has sparked intense discussion within both rigorous scientific circles and broader public spheres, challenging established academic orthodoxies. Critics appropriately caution for maintaining rigorous evidence-based standards over speculative interpretations, but the continuously mounting observational anomalies increasingly pressure researchers to seriously consider dramatically expanded paradigms that accommodate the possibility of cosmic intelligence. The escalating debate highlights humanity's gradually shifting worldview as we potentially stand on the threshold of first contact with evidence of non-human intelligence. The implications of either confirming or definitively refuting the artificial hypothesis would fundamentally transform human civilization. Observing the visitor. Intensive observations from major global telescopes have dramatically intensified as 3I Atlas approaches its closest point to the Sun, offering unprecedented opportunities for detailed high-resolution imaging and comprehensive spectroscopic analysis. world-class astronomical facilities including the Very Large Telescope in Chile, NASA's Hubble and James Webb Space Telescopes, and extensive international survey networks have coordinated completely unprecedented observation campaigns. Dedicated research teams monitor measurable changes in brightness, trajectory, and emission patterns on a continuous daily basis, seeking any anomalous behaviors or structural modifications. The comprehensive data collection efforts specifically aim to capture transient phenomena including possible energy flares, potential communication signals, or unexpected structural alterations that might reveal the object's true nature. The global scientific community universally anticipates that these intensive coordinated observations could potentially provide definitive answers regarding the object's fundamental nature and ultimate origins, possibly marking a genuinely historic moment in humanity's ongoing search for extraterrestrial life and intelligence. The observational window represents our species' only opportunity to study this extraordinary visitor before it disappears forever into the cosmic void. Dawn of a new era. As humanity stands precariously on the brink of potentially transformative cosmic discoveries, the enigmatic presence of 3Y Atlas fundamentally challenges long-held assumptions about our species' place within the vast universe. The object's increasingly complex behavioral patterns hint at the possible existence of a greater cosmic network and unknown intelligences actively operating throughout our galaxy. Leading scientists now seriously consider the revolutionary possibility that Earth and its inhabitants might have been systematically observed for millennia by advanced civilizations possessing technologies far exceeding human capabilities. This profound paradigm shift compels our species to completely re-evaluate our cosmic role, not as passive observers gazing outward at an empty universe, but as active participants within a dynamic, interconnected, and potentially populated cosmos. The ongoing revelations emerging from detailed study of 3I Atlas herald what may represent a completely new chapter in both cosmic understanding and human evolutionary development. Whether the object proves to be natural or artificial, its mere presence has already begun transforming how humanity perceives its cosmic significance and future destiny among the stars. The dawn of interstellar awareness has arguably already begun. The unprecedented insights from 3Y Atlas have ignited both excitement and genuine concern within the global scientific community. Whether this massive object represents natural phenomena or artificial technology, its passage through our solar system forces a profound re-evaluation of cosmic possibilities. As intensive investigations continue, humanity waits on the cusp of possible contact and discovery. The universe may be far stranger and more populated than we ever imagined. Which aspect of this mystery fascinates you most? Share your thoughts below. If this cosmic investigation intrigued you, hit like, share with fellow space enthusiasts, and subscribe to Future Facts for more incredible revelations. For centuries, the moon has been a symbol of mystery and aspiration. But while pop culture and theorists debated what might be hiding on its shadowed surface, nations have been quietly racing to uncover its secrets. Recently, China made a discovery that bridges the gap between science fiction and reality, confirming that our celestial neighbor is far more dynamic and resource-rich than we ever imagined. This isn't just about rocks, it's about the future of humanity in space. Let's break down what they found and why it changes everything. Anomalous lunar structures. The notion of artificial structures on the moon has long been a fixture of speculative theories, often dismissed by mainstream science, but kept alive by intriguing images and anecdotal accounts. A key source of this speculation was the 1994 Clementine mission, a joint project between NASA and the U.S. Department of Defense. Officially, its goal was to map the lunar surface and test advanced sensors. However, the 1.8 million images it sent back contained visual oddities that have fueled debate for decades. On the moon's far side, often mistakenly called the dark side, some of these declassified images appear to show geometric shapes and unnatural-looking formations that enthusiasts claim are evidence of broken structures or alien junk. One famous image features what looks strikingly like a pyramid, with sharp angles and a distinct shadow that seems out of place among the moon's natural craters. Theorists argue that many of these images show signs of deliberate obfuscation or blurring, suggesting an attempt to hide what was actually photographed. While scientists largely attribute these anomalies to digital compression artifacts and the play of light and shadow on a complex surface, For many, the Clementine mission was a reconnaissance effort to gather intel on something that was already known to be there. Ancient astronaut connections. The belief in lunar structures is deeply intertwined with the ancient astronaut theory, which proposes that extraterrestrial beings visited Earth in antiquity and influenced human civilization. Proponents of this theory point to various pieces of disputed evidence as proof of a continued alien presence in our solar system. One of the most cited examples is an alleged black box audio recording from the Apollo 11 mission. In this supposed transcript, Neil Armstrong is claimed to have said, "Look at those convex structures down there," describing them in a way that implies they were dome-like and artificial. While the authenticity of this quote is widely rejected and considered UFO folklore, it taps into a powerful narrative of cosmic secrecy. This narrative is further bolstered by interpretations of ancient texts, like the Sumerian tablets, which describe beings called the Anunnaki. In these stories, a god figure takes his son to the moon and tells him to wear his eagle's mask, which theorists interpret as a breathing helmet. The idea is that these ancient gods were actually extraterrestrials with advanced technology, and their masks were the helmets needed to survive in harsh environments like the moon or Mars. This connects to countless pieces of ancient art, such as the Wandjina cave paintings in Australia, which depict figures that look uncannily like modern-day astronauts in bubble helmets. China's groundbreaking discovery. While theories about ancient aliens capture the imagination, China's lunar program has delivered concrete, game-changing discoveries grounded in hard science. The nation's crowning achievement was the Chang'e 5 mission, which in December 2020 successfully landed in the Oceanus Procellarum region, drilled into the lunar surface, and returned with 1,731 grams of fresh lunar soil and rock samples. This was the first time any nation had retrieved lunar material in over 44 years. After months of intensive study by Chinese scientists, a landmark announcement was made in 2022, the discovery of an entirely new lunar mineral, named Change Site Y. This tiny, transparent columnar crystal was a monumental find, making China the third country in history, after the United States and the former Soviet Union, to discover a new mineral on the moon. But the revelations didn't stop there. Analysis of the soil samples also confirmed the presence of water, but in a completely unexpected form. Scientists found water molecules locked within tiny, soil-embedded glass beads, which were formed during the violent high-heat events of asteroid impacts. This discovery was revolutionary, proving that water on the moon was not just confined to ice at the poles, but was more widely distributed across its surface. Revolutionary implications. The confirmation of water within lunar soil has staggering implications for the future of space exploration. It is honestly the key that unlocks the concept of in situ resource utilization, or ISRU, which means the ability to live off the land. For decades, the logistics of a permanent human presence on the moon were, well, deemed nearly impossible due to the prohibitive cost of launching every necessary resource, water, air, fuel, from Earth. China's discovery changes this equation entirely. The water trapped in these glass beads, while minuscule in each particle, could amount to as much as 270 billion metric tons across the entire moon. With the right technology, rovers could heat the lunar soil to release this water vapor, which could then be collected and stored. This water could be used for drinking and agriculture in a future lunar base. More importantly, through a process called electrolysis, it can be split into its component elements, hydrogen and oxygen. This provides a source of breathable air for astronauts and, critically, the two primary components of modern rocket fuel. The moon could effectively become a celestial gas station, where spacecraft launching from Earth can refuel for missions to Mars and beyond. This dramatically reduces the mass and cost of deep space missions, making the sustained exploration of our solar system a far more achievable reality. The Chang'e program evolution. China's triumph with Chang'e 5 was not an overnight success, but the result of a meticulously planned multi-decade endeavor known as the Chinese Lunar Exploration Program. The program, named after the Chinese moon goddess Chang'e, unfolded in a series of logical, increasingly complex steps. It began with Chang'e 1, launched in 2007, and Chang'e 2, launched in 2010. These were two orbital missions that mapped the lunar surface in high resolution and scouted for future landing sites. The next phase involved landing on the moon. In 2013, the Chang'e 3 mission successfully touched down, deploying the U-2 rover and making China the third country to perform a lunar soft landing. Then, in a stunning display of technical prowess, the Chang'e 4 mission in 2019 achieved what no other space agency had ever attempted, a successful landing on the moon's far side. This historic feat required a dedicated relay satellite to maintain communication with Earth. The program's third phase culminated with Chang'e 5 in 2020. This mission showcased China's mastery of incredibly complex maneuvers, including an automated launch from the lunar surface and a robotic rendezvous and docking in lunar orbit to transfer the samples for their return journey. This steady, step-by-step evolution has, firmly established China as a top-tier space power. Resource revolution on the moon. The Chang'e 5 samples have kickstarted a complete re-evaluation of the moon's economic and strategic value, transforming it from a barren wasteland into a treasure trove of vital resources. The discovery of Change Site Y was significant not just because it was a new mineral, but because it is a phosphate mineral that contains helium-3. On Earth, helium-3 is incredibly rare, but it is abundant on the moon, having been deposited on the lunar surface by solar winds over billions of years. Scientists believe helium-3 is the perfect fuel for nuclear fusion, the same process that powers the sun. A fusion reactor running on helium-3 could provide a safe, clean, and virtually limitless source of energy, without the long-lived radioactive waste produced by current nuclear fission reactors. The ability to mine helium-3 could revolutionize energy production both on the moon and back on Earth. Beyond helium-3 and water, the lunar regolith is also rich in rare Earth elements, like neodymium, lanthanum, and yttrium, which are essential components in everything from smartphones and electric vehicles to advanced military technology. The moon therefore represents a potential solution to Earth's dwindling resources and could become the cornerstone of an interplanetary supply chain. Future lunar colonization. With confirmed access to water for life support, hydrogen and oxygen for rocket fuel, and helium-3 for energy, the dream of establishing a permanent human colony on the moon has officially moved from the realm of science fiction into the strategic plans of spacefaring nations. The ability to use local resources is, honestly, the key to sustainability. In March 2021, China and Russia capitalized on this new potential by signing a memorandum of understanding to jointly construct the International Lunar Research Station. This ambitious project envisions a permanent, autonomously operated base located at the moon's south pole, a region believed to hold large deposits of water ice in its shadowed craters. The ILRS is planned to be operational by the mid-2030s and will be a complex for scientific research, resource extraction, and technology verification. It will serve as a testing ground for the technologies needed to support human life in deep space, and act as a crucial staging point for future crewed missions to Mars. China has even floated the idea of building a nuclear power plant on the moon by 2028, to provide the substantial energy required for the base's long-term operations, demonstrating a clear and determined vision for lunar colonization. Lunar resources, the new gold rush. The scientific confirmation of vast and valuable resources on the moon has, ignited a 21st century gold rush, sparking some pretty intense geopolitical competition for control over lunar territory and its riches. The economic implications here are just enormous. The ability to mine water, helium-3, and rare earth elements could, honestly, create entirely new industries and shift the global balance of power. This has turned the moon's south pole into probably the most desirable real estate in the entire solar system, as its permanently shadowed craters are thought to contain massive, accessible deposits of water ice. However, this frantic race to the moon is unfolding in, a legal gray area. The 1967 Outer Space Treaty, which is basically the foundational document of space law, clearly states that no nation can claim sovereignty over any part of a celestial body, but the treaty is, pretty silent and ambiguous on the issue of resource extraction by commercial or state entities. It does not explicitly prohibit mining, nor does it establish a clear framework for who owns the resources that are extracted. This legal vacuum is creating a high-stakes environment where nations are rushing to establish a presence, a sort of facts-on-the-ground precedent, to bolster future claims to lunar resources. International space race. The modern space race is, a multipolar and multifaceted competition, And it's really starkly different from the old two-nation Cold War rivalry. In one corner stands the United States, which is pursuing a return to the moon through NASA's Artemis program. The program's stated goals are to land the first woman and first person of color on the lunar surface, and to establish a sustainable, long-term human presence. A key feature of the Artemis program is its deep reliance on commercial partnerships. Instead of building all its own hardware, NASA has contracted private companies like SpaceX to develop the Starship human landing system and Blue Origin to build a second lander. This public-private model aims to foster innovation and reduce costs by leveraging the dynamism of the commercial space industry. This approach is actually codified in the Artemis Accords, a set of non-binding principles for safe and transparent lunar exploration. The accords have been signed by dozens of countries, creating a pretty broad US-led coalition. This collaborative yet commercially driven strategy represents a fundamentally different philosophy from the state-controlled programs of its main rivals, and it's really setting the stage for a new era of exploration, defined by competing models of international cooperation. Competition between China, US, and other nations. The new race to the moon is honestly increasingly defined by two major competing blocks. On one side is the US-led Artemis Accords, which brings together established space powers like Japan, Canada, and the European Space Agency, along with emerging space nations, under a common framework for lunar governance. On the other side is the China-Russia Alliance for the International Lunar Research Station. While this partnership is currently smaller, it is actively recruiting other nations, with countries like Pakistan, the UAE, and Venezuela having signed on. This creates a clear geopolitical divide, extending terrestrial rivalries right into the celestial sphere. However, it's not strictly a bipolar race. Other independent players are making significant strides. India's space agency, ISRO, achieved a major triumph in 2023 with its Chandrayaan-3 mission, which successfully landed a rover near the lunar South Pole, a historic first. This really demonstrated India's growing capabilities and its intent to be a key player in lunar exploration. The landscape is a complex tapestry of national ambition, commercial interests, and strategic alliances, where intense competition is the primary driver of innovation, but the immense challenges of space may ultimately necessitate cooperation between these rival factions for humanity to truly establish a permanent foothold on the moon and beyond. From mysterious anomalies to game-changing mineral discoveries, the moon has, once again, captured the world's imagination. It's no longer just a silent, barren world, but a frontier of immense scientific and strategic importance. China's recent findings have accelerated a new era of exploration, pushing humanity to answer some pretty profound questions about our past and our future in the cosmos. So, what do you think is hiding on the moon? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more deep dives into the future of science and technology. Thanks for watching Future Facts.
Join us as we delve into the mysterious journey of interstellar visitors captured by modern astronomy, including the enigmatic Oumuamua and the recently discovered 3I/Atlas. This exploration combines scientific discoveries with eyewitness accounts and expert analyses to unravel the secrets of these cosmic wanderers. From Navy pilot encounters to Harvard theories about alien technology, prepare for revelations that challenge everything we know about our place in the universe. Oumuamua Discovery and Anomalies. Discovered in October 2017 by the Pan-STARRS survey in Hawaii, Oumuamua became the first confirmed interstellar object detected passing through our solar system. Its bizarre elongated shape, estimated at 800 meters long and 80 meters wide, resembled nothing astronomers had ever seen before. Most puzzling was its unexplained acceleration away from the sun without any visible cometary tail or outgassing that typically causes such behavior. Harvard's Avi Loeb controversially suggested it might be an artificial light sail created by extraterrestrial intelligence, while other scientists proposed it was a natural asteroid or exotic hydrogen iceberg. The object's extreme 10:1 length ratio defied conventional understanding of how cosmic bodies form and maintain structural integrity across interstellar distances. Despite intensive observations from multiple telescopes including Hubble and Spitzer, Oumuamua's exact nature remains hotly debated. Its discovery ignited an entirely new field of astronomy focused on studying interstellar visitors, fundamentally changing how we view our cosmic neighborhood. The mystery deepened when the object's trajectory showed it had been traveling through space for hundreds of millions of years before reaching us. UFO-UAP encounters and theories. In recent years, U.S. Navy pilots have reported encounters with unexplained aerial phenomena that defy conventional physics. The most famous incident occurred in 2004 off California's coast when Fravor encountered the now legendary Tic Tac UFO. He described a white, smooth craft roughly 40 feet long that exhibited extraordinary agility, instantly accelerating from 0 to hypersonic speeds without visible propulsion. The object demonstrated capabilities that seemed to violate known aerodynamic principles, including right-angle turns at extreme velocities and the ability to disappear and reappear miles away within seconds. Some researchers have theorized these phenomena might involve plasma projection technology or advanced stealth systems using electromagnetic field manipulation. Government officials have confirmed the retrieval of multiple crashed unidentified objects, with sources claiming over 10 such recoveries in U.S. possession alone. These revelations have prompted increased congressional scrutiny and calls for transparency from intelligence agencies. The correlation between these sightings and interstellar object discoveries has led some experts to speculate about potential connections between extraterrestrial monitoring and our detection of visitors like Oumuamua. Bob Lazar analysis. Bob Lazar brought widespread attention to claims of reverse-engineered extraterrestrial technology allegedly housed at the classified Area 51 facility in Nevada. Beginning in the late 1980s, Lazar detailed supposed anti-gravity propulsion systems powered by Element 115, a super-heavy element that was purely theoretical at the time of his claims. He described witnessing 9 alien craft with propulsion systems that manipulated gravity waves through Element 115's unique properties when bombarded with protons. While many scientists remain skeptical due to Lazar's inability to provide verifiable credentials and inconsistencies in his educational background, Element 115 was eventually synthesized in laboratories in 2003, lending some credibility to his technical descriptions. Government investigators found discrepancies in his claimed security clearances, though supporters argue this could indicate compartmentalized programs beyond standard classification levels. Some aspects of Lazar's descriptions of field propulsion and space-time manipulation have gained renewed interest as theoretical physics advances in areas like the Alcubierre warp drive concept. His influence on UFO culture remains significant despite ongoing scientific skepticism about the feasibility of the technologies he described. Light sail hypothesis. Harvard astrophysicist Avi Loeb proposed the revolutionary hypothesis that Oumuamua represents not a natural celestial body but an artificial light sail, an ultra-thin spacecraft propelled by stellar radiation pressure. This theory elegantly explains the object's puzzling non-gravitational acceleration without visible outgassing, as photons from the sun could provide sufficient thrust on an extremely thin, reflective surface. Loeb calculated that for radiation pressure to account for the observed acceleration, Oumuamua would need to be less than a millimeter thick while maintaining its football field length. Though highly controversial within the scientific community, Loeb's hypothesis has forced astronomers to seriously reconsider the possibility of detecting engineered objects traversing interstellar space. His work has accelerated interest in the search for extraterrestrial intelligence, SETI, and emphasized the need for more sophisticated detection and analysis methods for future interstellar visitors. Critics argue that natural explanations involving exotic ices remain more plausible, but Loeb maintains that extraordinary claims require extraordinary investigation. His advocacy for considering artificial origins has sparked heated debates about scientific methodology and the search for extraterrestrial technology in astronomical observations. 3I Atlas, the new discovery. The third confirmed interstellar visitor, 3I Atlas, was discovered in early 2025 by the Asteroid Terrestrial Impact Last Alert System, marking another milestone in interstellar astronomy. Preliminary observations suggest this massive object measures between 10 and 20 kilometers in diameter, making it potentially 50 to 200 times larger than Oumuamua and representing a statistical anomaly that challenges our understanding of interstellar object populations. Moving at speeds exceeding 60 kilometers per second relative to our solar system, 3I Atlas displays unusual brightness characteristics and possible metallic surface composition detected through spectroscopic analysis. NASA's James Webb Space Telescope has captured infrared signatures suggesting engineered materials inconsistent with natural asteroid or comet formation. The object's trajectory and timing of arrival have raised eyebrows among researchers, with some noting its approach coincides with humanity's increasing technological capabilities and space exploration activities. Unlike previous interstellar visitors, 3I Atlas appears to exhibit controlled navigation and thermal management systems that suggest possible artificial origins. Its discovery has prompted emergency funding for enhanced observation campaigns and renewed debates about the potential for extraterrestrial reconnaissance missions monitoring our solar system. Atlas Telescope System. The ATLAS, Asteroid Terrestrial Impact Last Alert System, represents a revolution in automated sky surveys, comprising 4 strategically positioned telescopes across Hawaii, Chile, and South Africa. Originally designed to detect potentially hazardous near-Earth asteroids, the system has proven instrumental in discovering interstellar objects through its unprecedented sky coverage capabilities. Each telescope, though relatively modest at 0.5 meters in diameter, can scan the entire visible sky every 24 hours using sophisticated software algorithms that identify moving objects against the stellar background. ATLAS technology, developed by the University of Hawaii with NASA funding, played a crucial role in spotting 3I/Atlas and tracking its unpredictable motion patterns. The system's rapid cadence observations allow detection of extremely fast-moving objects that traditional surveys might miss during their less frequent scanning cycles. Automated detection algorithms flag anomalous objects for human review, enabling quick follow-up observations before interstellar visitors disappear beyond telescope range. ATLAS's success has paved the way for more frequent detections of cosmic wanderers, revolutionizing our understanding of how common these interstellar travelers might be and providing early warning for future scientific observation campaigns. Scientific theories and debates. The scientific community remains deeply divided over 3I/Atlas's true nature, with competing theories attempting to explain its anomalous properties. Some researchers favor the hydrogen iceberg hypothesis, proposing it represents a fragment of solid hydrogen from a distant stellar system, though this theory faces challenges regarding structural stability over interstellar timescales. Others suggest a nitrogen fragment similar to Pluto's surface material, potentially ejected during planetary formation in an alien solar system. Dr. Alan Fitzsimmons from Queen's University Belfast leads observations supporting natural origins, while University of Hawaii emphasizes the need for comprehensive spectroscopic data before drawing conclusions. The inconsistency between observed non-gravitational accelerations and minimal detectable outgassing continues to challenge traditional comet models. Exotic theories include the possibility of artificial construction, with some researchers noting the object's apparent thermal management capabilities and metallic composition. Statistical analysis suggests the probability of such a large object being discovered as only our third interstellar visitor approaches less than 0.1%, fueling debates about whether we're witnessing natural phenomena or something more extraordinary. These ongoing scientific debates highlight the need for enhanced observation capabilities and interdisciplinary approaches to understanding these cosmic mysteries. Future detection technology. The Vera C. Rubin Observatory, which began operations in Chile 2024, promises a revolution in detecting and studying celestial objects including interstellar visitors. Featuring an 8.4-meter primary mirror and the world's largest digital camera, this facility can capture images covering an area equivalent to 40 full moons in a single exposure. The observatory's legacy survey of space and time will photograph the entire southern sky every few nights for 10 years, creating an unprecedented movie of the dynamic universe. Expected to discover millions of new asteroids and potentially dozens of interstellar objects annually, the Rubin Observatory will provide statistical samples large enough to determine whether objects like 3I/Atlas represent rare anomalies or part of a larger population. Advanced machine learning algorithms will process the massive data streams in real time, identifying transient events and moving objects within hours of observation. The system's enhanced sensitivity and rapid cadence will enable detection of interstellar visitors when they're still far from the Sun, providing months or years of advance warning for detailed study campaigns. This technological revolution marks humanity's transition from serendipitous discovery to systematic interstellar object hunting. Theoretical implications. The discovery of objects like 3I/Atlas triggers profound theoretical implications for astrophysics, astrobiology, and humanity's understanding of our cosmic context. Statistical anomalies in these visitors' trajectories, sizes, and properties suggest either extraordinary coincidence or the existence of a broader population of interstellar objects that may include artificial constructs. SETI researchers are developing new frameworks for detecting extraterrestrial communications embedded in the behavior patterns of such objects, including analysis of acceleration profiles and thermal signatures that might indicate intelligent control. The concept of ancient probe networks has gained traction among theorists, proposing that advanced civilizations might deploy self-replicating surveillance systems throughout the galaxy to monitor emerging technological species. Dr. Michio Kaku and other theoretical physicists suggest these objects could represent first contact scenarios disguised as natural phenomena, allowing extraterrestrial intelligence to assess humanity's development without triggering societal disruption. Galactic archaeology models now incorporate the possibility of technological artifacts traveling between star systems, fundamentally altering our understanding of interstellar material exchange and the potential for cosmic civilizations to influence each other across vast distances and timescales through strategic deployment of monitoring technologies. Future endeavors. Looking ahead, ambitious space missions like the European Space Agency's Comet interceptor aim to rendezvous with future interstellar visitors, potentially enabling close-up study and sample return from these cosmic wanderers. International collaboration between ground-based observatories and space-based telescopes is becoming increasingly coordinated to maximize scientific returns from rare interstellar encounters. NASA has proposed rapid-response spacecraft concepts that could be launched within months of detecting new visitors, using ion propulsion and gravitational assists to intercept objects before they exit our solar system. Project Lyra, a proposed mission to catch up with Oumuamua, demonstrates the technical feasibility of interstellar pursuit missions using current technology. This era marks humanity's transition from serendipitous discovery to purposeful exploration of interstellar space, setting the stage for our species' first direct encounters with materials from other star systems. Advanced spectroscopy, mass spectrometry, and imaging systems on future missions could provide definitive answers about the nature and origins of these visitors. Such endeavors may ultimately yield the first tangible proof of extraterrestrial intelligence or reveal exotic natural processes that expand our understanding of cosmic evolution and planetary formation throughout the galaxy. The ongoing journey of discovery surrounding interstellar objects like 3I/Atlas challenges us to rethink our place in the cosmos. As detection technology advances and observational capabilities improve, we may soon witness unprecedented revelations about our cosmic neighborhood and the possibility of extraterrestrial visitors. Whether these objects represent natural phenomena or something far more extraordinary, they've already begun transforming our understanding of the universe. The truth may be stranger than fiction. Stay tuned as we continue exploring these cosmic mysteries with future facts.